Writer PH.
Our first question will be coming from Jojo Paniligan of Writer.ph.
Thanks, Jane. Yun akong question para kay Sid. Sid, pag ganitong role ang ginagampanan mo, saan mo hinuhugot yung darkness, yung evil na lumalabas sa'yo? Kasi napakalayo sa totoong sa ikaw eh.
That's true. Hello again. Hello. I've experienced this. I grew up in a house that was really violent in when I was younger, and those things stick. And at the same time, I really that hit me. It's really hard to raise a hand on, especially females. It's really difficult for me. In the scene, when I have scenes like this, if don't have any connection with my cast, it's much more difficult. My connection with the cast makes it so much more easy because it feels like we're playing it, and we both have a mutual understanding that we're both going to do this, and then this is how we're going to do it. And if not, we both are familiar with we both know that there's at least some level of trust there, and then I work on that, and I know in this film we both worked on that from there. At the same time, even though it's really ugly and it's kind of especially at night after a scene like that, it's really hard to sleep. It really is, especially because some of the things aren't really directed and not written, so it must come from a dark place, like you mentioned. I really appreciate that question, but at the same time, not just because I've experienced something like this in my home, but it happens in every home, and in a lot of homes. It happens in a lot of homes in various forms, not just physically, psychologically, emotionally. It happens in many forms, and I think as an actor, it's also my responsibility to play it as as honestly as I could, because it also represents not just the evil in our world, but it represents the kinds of lives that some of our women and children, some of our people go through at home. Diba? And I think it's only our responsibility to play it as it is. That makes it easier.
How interesting to hear na sometimes at night hindi ka makatulog when you play such a role. No?
Especially after, hindi naman sometimes at night, but after the scene, when you go home or when you go to the room, ang hirap na. Yeah, it's like...
Thanks. Kay Angeli naman, ikaw ba, will you tolerate abuse for love?
No, I don't never ever tolerate abuse sa love. Kasi if you love that person, there's respect. And respect is everything. And when you respect that person, kahit na murahin mo o sabihan mo ng masasakit na bagay, sobrang hirap, hindi mo magagawa yun. Kaya,
No. Angeli, ang ganda ng scene na pinakita mo yung scars mo kay Paolo, then inalikan niya yung braso mo yata, and then tumulo yung luha mo. Ang ganda ng eksena na yun. Anyway, congrats in advance, and again, this is another winner. Thanks, Jean. Thanks, Angeli. Thanks, Sid.
Thank you very much, Jojo Panaligan of Writer.ph.